Mayor Dan Pope with the Friday update. Hope you've had a great week. Let's talk about the council meeting coming up on Tuesday. Two topics I think of big interest. One will be an update on the work around our Unified Development Code. That's the rewrite of all our zoning policy, our subdivision design standards, etc. That's been ongoing for a year or so now. That's consultants working with the Planning and Zoning Committee, with special interest groups of stakeholders, and also with a council subcommittee. We would expect to finish that work before the end of the year, and we'll get an update on the progress being made next Tuesday. Also, we'll have further discussions on potential charter election. So we will have a street bond election in November. Council is moving that one forward. We're trying still to decide if and what we send to voters about potential charter changes. And so you might follow that closely. There's 10 or 11 recommended changes, and we had about an hour and 40-minute dialogue around that at our most recent meeting. We'll do so again next week. Second, COVID. You probably have seen the news around the Delta variant. We certainly have that in our community. We've seen a spike in new cases. Here's my take on it. If you're vaccinated, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Early this week, we had 38 people in the hospital. None of those 38 had been fully vaccinated. Now, that doesn't mean if you're vaccinated that you won't get the Delta variant. So there's reason to take all your precautions, cover your face, wash your hands, hang out with people you've been hanging out with. But if you do get it and you're vaccinated, the chances of you having a relatively mild case are very high. And so please, vaccination opportunities exist. Go to our website if you want more information, but they're free. We're doing them at places where people are gathered. You can do them at the health department. If you've not been vaccinated, you can go at your pharmacy, even some of your doctor's offices, your emergency clinics. Please get your vaccine. Late last Thursday evening, we lost one of our first responders. Lubbock County Sheriff's Deputy Sergeant and commander of the SWAT unit, Josh Bartlett, was tragically and senselessly killed in a situation in Levelland. They had been called to help with the Hockley County Sheriff's Department and Levelland PD, and that's when this happened. Later, they called for help from Lubbock PD. We were also joined by the FBI, DPS, and SWAT units from other parts of West Texas. The men and women who put on uniforms every day do so to protect us and their families, including Commander Bartlett's family, his wife and children. Their families don't know if they're coming home, and that's their worst dream. And so I know you'll join me in lifting up his family and his friends and your thoughts and your prayers. And the services were earlier today, and we've had a fantastic outpouring of love for the last week. But my deepest condolences go to their family. Finally, as we wrap up, I want to encourage you to think about enjoying the Lubbock Arts Festival this weekend. It will be Saturday and Sunday at the Civic Center. Normally this is in April, but we moved it back this year, and it should be a lot of fun. The feature artist is a local photographer who's got a fantastic body of work. There's things for family. There's music. It's a really, really cool event. Well done, put on by our Arts Alliance, and it's something you should mark on your calendar every year. And since it's this weekend, I hope you'll jump out and take advantage of it. I trust you'll have a great week next week. I'll talk to you again next Friday.